It's Edward Roski, and I'm asking good questions. When a Japanese toilet company's stock surges 60% because AI needs their ceramics, have we reached peak AI hype, or is this just the beginning? So, Toto, yes, the toilet company, the one that makes the toilet slash bidet with a warm seat and a remote control, and it changed my life on my first trip to Tokyo. And yes, admittedly, I do now own one. That Toto's stock is up 60% in the last 6 months. Goldman Sachs upgraded them to a buy, and this week an activist fund called Palliser Capital took a major stake and publicly called Toto, and I quote, the most undervalued and overlooked AI memory beneficiary on earth. A toilet company, an AI beneficiary. And here's why that's not as crazy as it sounds. When you manufacture semiconductor chips, you need to hold silicon wafers perfectly flat and contamination free while blasting them with plasma. And the thing that holds those wafers in place is called an electrostatic chuck. It's made of advanced ceramics, and it turns out it's the same material science that makes a perfect toilet bowl. Precise temperature control, flawless surfaces, zero contamination. Well, that also makes a perfect semiconductor component. Toto has actually been making these chucks since 1988, 38 years. This is not a pivot, it is not a rebrand, it is not an attempt to capitalize on AI. This is a company that's been quietly supplying applied materials and Lam research while the rest of the world thought that they only made toilets. Toto's advanced ceramics division accounts for less than 10% of the revenue, but generates 55% of their operating profit. It is not a side business, it's an actual business wearing, I guess, a toilet disguise. And with AI driving massive demand for NAND memory chips, the kind that store data in every AI data center on planet Earth, Toto's electrostatic chucks are becoming critical infrastructure. The ceramics division's profits are expected to exceed $100 million this year. The company just built a new ceramics factory. They're hiring. And Toto isn't even the weirdest example. Ajinomoto, the MSG company, turns out they make insulating films for chip packaging. KAO, the cosmetics company, face cleaners, shampoo, they actually have a semiconductor wafer cleaning division. Japan's centuries-old manufacturers are quietly sitting on top of the AI supply chain. Palliser Capital thinks there's another 55% upside from here. Analysts are a bit more cautious. Stock has actually already run past most price targets. But the underlying point stands. The AI supply chain reaches into places nobody expected. Every major technology wave creates winners that nobody predicted. The internet made a bookstore into the world's largest cloud provider. The smartphone turned a Taiwanese chip foundry into one of the most valuable companies on earth. And now the AI wave is turning ceramics experts into semiconductor plays. If you're a CEO or an investor, the lesson isn't go buy toilet stocks. Although, honestly, you could do worse because everyone has to go eventually. No, the actual lesson here is that the most interesting opportunities in AI might not have AI anywhere in their name. They're hiding in supply chains and material science divisions and century-old companies that never bothered to rebrand because their customers already knew. Some of this hype, I mean, probably when PC Gamer is writing about a toilet company's semiconductor business, we're at least adjacent to peak hype narrative. But Toto has been making these components for 38 years. The margins are real, the customers are real, the demand is only going up. The AI hype cycle has officially reached the bathroom. And now we're forced to ask ourselves, pardon me for saying this, is AI real or is it full of crap? Only time will tell. But until next time, keep asking good questions.